E aí, beleza? Bora continuar o Mass Effect 2. Bora, 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 bora. Já deixa o like, se inscreve no canal e ativa o sininho. Vamos falar com a Tali. Por que a gente vai falar com a Tali? Porque a gente já recrutou ela e estava só esperando aparecer como é que eu posso dizer? A missão de lealdade dela. E aí, no último vídeo a gente fez a missão de lealdade de quem mesmo? Ah, não. No último vídeo a gente fez a DLC Shadow Broker. Ela tá toda feita no último vídeo. Só conferir aí. Porque ainda não tinha aparecido nenhuma opção de conversar com a Tali, né? A gente tentou conversar com ela, mas ela se recusava a falar algo mais do que o script que tava ali. Dessa vez, assim que a gente voltou aqui pra Normandy, né? Eu coloquei o Shepard de volta pra Normandy. Apareceu a Kelly, a secretária do Shepard, veio falando que a Tali quer falar com a gente. Então é isso, vamos falar com a Tali. Provavelmente já é a missão... Como é que fala? De lealdade dela. Ou isso, ou é o romance, né? Porque tem a opção de ter um romance com a Tali nesse jogo. Geralmente é a que eu escolho. Se for a questão do romance, eu nem vou continuar porque é constrangedor. Essa coisa de romance. Caralho, onde que tá a Tali? Eu não me sinto legal gravando esse tipo de vídeo. Sinceramente. Mas, vamos ver o que é. Eu acho que não é não. Acho que é a missão de fidelidade primeiro. De lealdade, aliás.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I may need your help. I just received a message from the
É isso mesmo.
fleet.
Missão de lealdade.
The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
Nobody who knows you could believe you betray your people, Tali.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
Is it because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
So you have no idea why they're accusing you?
None. The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
What happens if you're convicted?
Like I said, exile. The specifics are up to the judge. If it's deemed only a tragic mistake in judgment, the guilty party might receive a small... Not that it really matters. Either way, if I'm convicted, I'll never see the migrant fleet again.
So no prison and no death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long-term incarceration. Monitored work detail is more effective. And we don't have enough people to afford executions. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
How often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one. The most recent one was Anora Vanya Vasilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
Was she convicted?
No. She made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned posthumously.
Caralho.
Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
Okay, let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard. I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
Beleza, vamos lá então. Vamos pra frota migrante, que é a nave onde todos os Quarians ficam. Vamos lá, elevador. Centro de informação de combate. Bora lá. O Grant já tá querendo falar com a gente. Provavelmente é missão de lealdade. conferir um negócio aqui. Tô tentando conferir aqui um mod que eu uso da Tali, que mostra um pouquinho do rosto dela dentro do negócio. Pronto, voltei aqui. Eu lembrei que eu não tinha instalado o mod de... Como é que fala? Ele meio que remasteriza a aparência da Tali, deixa o rostinho dela um pouco mais aparente por trás do vidro da máscara. Eu usei ele no Mass Effect 1 e no 2 eu esqueci de instalar. Pra quem quiser, tem lá na Nexus e ele tá disponível tanto pro Mass Effect 1, pro 2 e pro 3. Beleza? Vamos lá então. Vamos rumo à frota da Tali. Resolver essa treta dela aí. Cadê o bagulho? Aqui, portal de massa tá aqui. Tem que voltar nesse sistema depois pra dar uma explorada nele e pegar recurso. Durante o vídeo, como eu não gosto de pegar, tem que pegar em off depois. Portal de massa. Onde é que fica a frota da Tali? Ajude a Tali. Limiar de Valhalla. Aqui. Vamos lá então. Frota migrante. Aqui. Uma frota de 50 mil embarcações com mais de 17 milhões de Quarians. Caralho, o bagulho é gigantesco. Vamos lá. Bom, então, logicamente, a gente vai com a Tali e vamos com o nosso melhor amigo, Garrus. Bora. Beleza, beleza.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Os Quarians, eles têm um problema de imunidade, né? Então eles não podem deixar qualquer um se aproximar da nave deles. Por isso que ela pediu que fizesse essa varredura na nave da Normandy pra garantir que ela estivesse limpa.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
What are the charges against Tali, Captain?
The charge is treason, and the punishment if she is found guilty is exile.
You know me, Captain. You know I'd never do that.
They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
You sent Geth materials back to the migrant
Yes,
fleet?
my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Talizora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Caralho, só pica que aparece na mão do Shepard. Puta que pariu.
I can't believe they're charging Talizora with such a thing. They shouldn't let that human speak.
You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's waiting.
Talizora is the pride of our fleet.
We should never have let Cerberus onto the ship.
Um save aqui. Pra caso eu faça alguma cagada eu poder retornar, porque não posso perder a lealdade dela, não.
Talizora Vas Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
On the run! Shepard Vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran Vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me Vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
I take it being associated with the human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me
It's not
exiled.
over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali Zora Vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side?
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
I'll do everything in my power to help you, Tali.
Thank you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
Ó o rostinho dela, dá pra ver agora.
Rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you. This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Kila Salai. The accused Tali Zora Vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard Vas Normandy, your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
I shouldn't have to. When Tali helped me stop Saren and his Geth army, her actions spoke for themselves. Without her help, none of you would be alive to put her on trial today.
Well said, Shepard. None of us should forget Tali's contributions to the fleet.
Tali, you're accused of bringing active Geth to the migrant fleet. What say you?
Tali would never endanger the migrant fleet. She pleads not guilty.
I left parts and technology for teams to pick up. My father ordered me to do so, but I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
Ixi.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your
Caralho.
father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
I thought Quarians valued family. How do you justify springing this on Tali in the middle of a damn trial?
Our apologies. Tali should have been informed.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
You think Tali's helping the Geth? Maybe killing a few dozen will prove her loyalty.
We do not accuse Tali of aiding the Geth cause. We accuse her of carelessness that endangered the fleet.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Shepard é pica, irmão. O cara não quer saber, não. O cara se propõe a fazer as maiores doideiras pra ajudar a tripulação dele.
The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
Foda é isso, né, cara? Os Geths, eles meio que se reproduzem, digamos assim. Deixa tudo mais difícil. Ela falou que a gente pode falar com os almirantes. Se eu não me engano, dá mesmo pra falar com eles.
Shepard? How did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Do you remember anything else about the Collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind,
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
I want to help, but I can't.
Don't worry, Vitor. We're
Good.
going to
Thank you.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the Admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just
I
yet.
talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out safe.
I know. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I...
Vitor, gente boa.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are... If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
It sounds like your ideas about synthetics.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is... I had thought Rail to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai.
But If the Admiral replacing Rail agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
You support experiments on living creatures?
Rail should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a
The
childhood
fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal,
The
Admiral.
ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
Let that aging warship, Hangerel, and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali's
And what is the true purpose of this trial,
to
Admiral?
determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for art.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
Thank you for the
It was a
information.
pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Caralho, a mulher é malucona.
Kalrieger,
Shepard, Telizora, good to see you both.
what did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
I stayed to argue the charges against Telizora. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy.
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until...
Hope you're right, ma'am. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry
Sorry,
about?
Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has a
Hopefully
scientist.
it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy, probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce
Some
enough.
days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
How have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from
We
war.
do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as
No,
though...
Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe.
The human can work a crowd, I'll admit that. Hello again, Commander. Good luck, Tali.
A gente já falou com esse daqui, com aquela lá.
Just killing Tali's or Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father...
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake that. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
What can you tell us about the
Not
Ally?
much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching...
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was...
You're saying there's no data about the inside?
That's exactly. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls.
No, we don't.
What kind of evidence will carry weight?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you... Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
There seem to be some other arguments going
You
on.
caught that? Yes, the Geth spread. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development.
You're thinking of war?
I'm not, Tali, but others...
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our... I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
We should move on.
Good luck on the other.
Ainda tem um último almirante que é o Geralt. Geralt, sei lá.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Rahn got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears
I'm
your...
more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard? Admiral Hangarel Vasnim. To be honest, I was afraid a human would be too meek and humble. Watching you rail away at Admiral Corris, though, Tali's in good hands.
I get the sense you're inclined to believe the defense. I'm glad one of the judges is.
If you were only giving Rail inactive equipment for weapons tests, I've got no problem. We need to test weapons again. I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet, and you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they say.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Tali, Shepard, you should get to the
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. A ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali, but if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
It sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full scale.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live.
Then we need...
I hope the Quarian...
Caralho. Ô, caralho.
Then we need a world to shelter our
Apertei sem querer os
non-combatants while we
bagulho.
do it.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about
One you
Tali?
didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit-wetter you...
You and Tali's father go back a long way.
We served together on the gunship. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I...
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
Thanks for the information.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vasnima.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkoris Vasquibquib. Do not ask
Quib,
about
quib.
the name.
I take no
Quib,
pleasure
quib,
in this,
muito
Tali,
bom.
truly. But you have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Sarah are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
Can you tell me anything about the
Only
Alarai?
that you should have let us... When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
You have a ship named Quib Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other... and have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
Even the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael's order was they would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt. I don't know. We all deserve... They are our children, Shepard. We have all... That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Talizora. I
understand, Admiral. I do not
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all?
I don't know. That is why
I understand, Admiral. I do not
We should move on.
I'm surprised to hear you say
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Não é totalmente cuzão, não. Bom, vamos lá então. Depois de tanto falatório, vamos recuperar a nave. Nave não, o laboratório.
Shepard spoke well to the Emeralds.
Even during the hearing, Talizora's first thought is to...
Talizora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Talizora. Kira Selai.
Lá vamos nós. A nave laboratório é essa. Bora então, caralho, já falamos demais. Porra, teve falatório pra cacete nessa missão.
Enemy!
Ó, já encontramos a primeiro registro.
Nothing's faster than fatigue of us all.
Tem coisa ali dentro.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves, signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secured drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that for very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
Haestrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all
These
that?
suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
Ih, cara, vai acabar o tempo, porra. Acabar o tempo, caralho. Ufa. Cara, tem um corpo de um Quarian aqui. Caraca, maluco, cadê o bagulho? Ah, não vai dar tempo não. Aí é foda. Graça.
This is valuable.
Dá um save aqui pra evitar merda. Ó, outro registro Quarian.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize. Oh, Keela. How many get their networked?
All of them. Rail Zora.
Shut it down. Shut everything down. They're in the system.
Enemies on our left.
Combat drone ready. One down.
We locked down navigation. Weapons are offline. Our mistake won't endanger the fleet. They're burning through the door. I don't have much time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jonah, if you get this, be strong for Daddy. Mommy loves you very much.
Caralho.
Look out!
Da frente, cara.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Did you know what kind of tests your father was
No,
running?
Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields.
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand, but they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
We should keep moving.
Right. This should soften them up. No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me.
Hey, come here.
Damn it.
Tadinha, cara.
You've got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Hangel and Darozen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not perfect. It's not what you wanted. But it's the best he could do.
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared, or thinking that he did, and that it doesn't matter. One way or the other, I cared. And I'm here. And we're ending this.
Mamão com açúcar, porra. Nada aqui, só aqui.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any Geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more Geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if Tali Zora could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tali out of this. Assemble a new Geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
It sounds like he was doing this for you.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never want. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them. Not the Admirals, not anyone.
Tali, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
Rael Zora doesn't need you to worry about him anymore. You heard him say he didn't want you to be caught in the politics.
You don't understand, Shepard. They would strike his name from the manifest of every ship he ever He would be worse than an exile. He'd be a traitor to our people, held up for children as a monster. I can't let all the good he did be destroyed for this, Shepard.
We're not going to decide anything here. Let's see what the Admiral say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this.
We need to face facts. There has been no...
It sounds like
Bom,
the hearing
vamos
is
lá
already
então
underway.
para a audiência final.
Shepard was right.
Aqui é bom fazer um adendo. A Tali, essa missão de lealdade da Tali, você só vai conseguir se você não entregar o pai dela pro conselho. Se você ocultar a história de que ele foi responsável por esse incidente, né, essa tragédia com os Geths. Se você revelar a verdade verdadeira pro conselho, você... Não adianta. A Tali ela vai ser reintegrada, né? Ela não vai ficar aí no exílio, ela vai ser reintegrada à frota, mas ela nunca vai te perdoar por você ter manchado todo o nome do pai dela pelo resto da história da civilização dos Quarians, que ele vai ser lembrado sempre como um monstro criminoso por conta desse erro que ele cometeu. Beleza? Então eu sempre escolho ocultar essa verdade e manter a lealdade da Tali, até porque isso também tem consequências no Mass Effect 3. Se eu não me engano, a relação dela com o Shepard fica meio balançada por todo o fim da história dos jogos. Então é isso. Como eu quero ganhar a lealdade dela, até mesmo para poder mantê-la viva bem mais fácil na missão final, não tem outro jeito. Tem que ocultar a verdade do conselho e permitir que ela seja exilada. Se eu não me engano, não tem um meio termo para isso, nem se você tiver um nível muito alto de Renegade. Eu vou relembrar isso agora. Mas se eu não estiver enganado, mesmo que seu nível de Renegade ou Paragon seja muito alto, acho que ainda não dá para burlar isso. Não dá para entregar o pai dela e ainda ganhar a lealdade dela. Não dá para escolher, ou não dá para ter os dois, ou é um ou é outro. Tá, vamos conferir mesmo, tirar a Vera agora.
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
Sorry we're late.
We cleared the Geth from the Alarai. It should be safe for your people to return.
Thank you. We sincerely appreciate your efforts to aid the Quarian people.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
Ó, tem uma opção aqui de Renegade, eu não sei se vai ser suficiente, mas eu vou testar, porque na época que eu fiz não tinha. Acho que eu não tinha nível nem de Renegade nem de Paragon suficiente. Como eu tenho de Renegade, eu vou testar aqui.
Tali's achievements are the only evidence you should need. Come on, Tali, we're leaving.
What?
This is a formal proceeding.
Wrong, Admiral. This is a sham. You're trying to build sympathy for the Geth to forestall the war effort.
That is completely...
And you want all the messy experiments covered up so you can throw your fleet at the Geth. Do whatever you want with your toy ships. But leave my crew out of your political bullshit.
Tá porra, meu irmão. Shepard é foda.
You can accept Tali's word, or you can exile the woman who saved the Citadel from the Geth.
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment? Tali Zora, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient
Olha aí, consegui, rapaz. Retiro tudo que eu disse. Dá pra conseguir sim, a inocência dela sem revelar o crime do pai dela.
Please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
With all due respect, Admiral, I didn't represent one of your people.
Caralho.
One of mine.
E nossa, que invertida.
So you did, Shepard.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Tali Zora vas Normandy. Kila Salai.
I can't believe you pulled that off. What you said. It's been a while since anyone shouted down the Admiralty Board. I think it was good for them. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
Tali, about what your father said, what he did. You deserve better.
I got better, Shepard. I got you.
Eita porra, caralho. Mas já?
Well, you can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks. But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
Come on, Tali Zora vas Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Thank you, Captain.
This should come in handy.
É isso, galera. É isso então. Retiro o que eu disse. É porque quando eu joguei pela primeira vez, pelo menos na edição, sem ser essa Legendary Edition, da edição, né, original, lá em 2021, quando eu zerei os jogos aqui no canal, eu não tinha essa opção. Mas que eu me lembre, eu acho que é porque eu não tinha nem nível de Renegade nem de Paragon o suficiente pra conseguir atender o pedido da Tali e ao mesmo tempo impedir que ela fosse exilada. E dessa vez eu tenho, né? Eu mantive a maior parte das minhas ações como Renegade mesmo, então eu tenho quase sempre uma opção ali em vermelho para eu poder usar como uma carta na manga. Então ficou comprovado que dá sim para não entregar o pai da Tali e ganhar a lealdade dela, beleza? Fazendo com que ela não seja exilada também. Então é isso aí, se curtiu deixa o like, se inscreve aí no canal. Essa missão é bem legal, embora tenha todo aquele falatório que você precisa conhecer todo o contexto do que está acontecendo no início, né? Os primeiros minutos da missão. É uma missão bem legal de fazer. A personagem da Tali junto com o Garrus, pra mim, são os dois melhores personagens, os dois melhores companions do jogo. Além de que é uma opção de romance bem legal pro Shepard, caso o seu Shepard seja homem, né? Acho que, se eu não me engano, só dá pra se relacionar com a Tali se ele for homem, se eu não estiver enganado. Mas é uma personagem muito legal. Então é isso aí. Se curtiu, deixa o like, se inscreve aí no canal, ativa o sininho e a gente tá se aproximando da missão final. Temos mais a missão do Grant e temos que recrutar um último companion pra nossa nave. E a gente vai ver depois. Então é isso aí. Valeu, até a próxima.